There's something I never thought I'd say, but I feel that's probably the first time I said it. I think PvZ 3 is actually getting better. Before you guys say something that I thought you didn't like this game or something like that, let me explain. Yes, I did say I did not like the PvZ 3 or I did not like how it turned out, but really though that I just was really disappointed of how it turned out at the end. And I didn't really focus that much of a content to do on 3, mainly because I don't know, it doesn't. I don't see a point of continuing it if I don't enjoy continuing it. You know, like I would love to do more PvZ-related content, but to me, like it's just like I'm playing a game that's just not that great to me, and it's kind of a disappointment several times. And I don't see that point, you know? And then I saw that the game is apparently getting an update to where they're now actually going to add a pick a seed to it. I mean, they could have done that from the beginning, but whatever. See, I had a biggest problem with the not able to choose your seed kind of deal, because I said this a lot of times, and I'll say it here right now again. It defeats the purpose of coming up with your own strategy base to have your own tower defense. This is a tower defense game after all. And you gotta remember that strategies like this is why the pick a seed thing is needed. And you know, it has your own strategies to beat the level that you need to beat. Here, this one though, now it's just like whenever you start a level, they chose it by itself and say, hey, you can play with this, and you know, that's it. And it's like, what? I seriously don't get that, why they didn't even do the bother to add the seed option in the first place. Anyway, they also added more updates to the game. Right? Like, it's not just me saying, you know, oh, they added pick a seed, the game is now good, yeah. No, there's more than that. You know how in this version, it just feels like a tutorial level after tutorial level after tutorial level? In other words, the levels in this version are just a lot simpler, and almost half of them in the first day just feels like tutorial levels. But this one actually does it right. Instead of a lot of levels that feel like tutorial levels, they actually made only a couple with basic information of how to play the game. This is another thing I ranted about. It's just like how PvZ 1 did the tutorial right. And it's like the rants I just let out to myself are actually listening, and it's been put out. Us as a community ranting about this, and it's been changed to that. It's like they're listening to us. I don't believe it. It's like it's something that you rant about and you complain or whatever, and you explain why it works and why it doesn't work like that, and then it's just like, hey, we'll fix it, don't worry, boom, there, done. It's just like, I'm absolutely shocked that I called it. And another thing that's kind of shocking to me is that it does it how it should be done. And the basic of teaching how things work, an example, is actually good. There's also glides about how you see different kinds of zombies or one another and how different planes work and so on here. But this helps new players how to really play this game if they never heard of it. Now what you're thinking, a Doodle, I'm pretty sure like there are some people out there, or a lot, that know this nostalgia game of the PvZ. What you're yapping about, yeah. Look, I know that this game is nostalgia and, you know, classic, and everyone says that, I do, but not everyone knows it. I feel like this one would help like show, hey, this is how the modern PvZ one is. How the modern PvZ game is, and it sucks, but you should check out the classics one. It's better. That's what you say, or you give us one chance, or whatever you say, or try shooter games, or the card game, or I don't know, just any game that you like. You should like tell them to try it out, and maybe they'll get a hand to it, like say, oh, this is cool. And another interesting change that I never think they actually added is a brand new feature that's been put into the game. In some of the levels, there's this thing called the solar storms. And whenever that happens, there's always a random case of sun flying down, and then you have to collect them all as much as you can. It'll happen randomly, and you'll get so much sun from that. This I never seen been done in this game at all. It's like they actually try to do something that's a lot more different, and actually trying to fix the issues that we have from this game. They really fixing an issue to another. I saw all this news stuff and I'm just like, what? What made them listen? I know that I shouldn't be this shocked, but look, how can this turn into actually something good? Knowing that the companies, how they treat it nowadays, actually listens to us. We have the same thing for the Garden Warfare thing, but that's in another video. If you want to check that out, go ahead, you can. But I'm amazed at how it's changing to where it's actually okay. And they're finally learning from all this, and they're actually trying to fix it to where people actually can somewhat play it. Generally, never thought I'd say this, but it's actually a good update. I'm being dead serious here. I'm not being sarcastic or anything like that. This actually is a good update to have its potential to be at least decent. Decent will be better than horrible. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's better to be at least decent than it is terrible. Like, you know? I'm like still so amazed of how improvement it has. Now, will it get any other better though besides that? I have no clue about that, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, that there's a chance that it'll fall flat down again. Although maybe that'll be, but what I am saying though is that I don't think it's that much of a rise, but it's probably a start of them getting better, of making, or at least updating the games to better content and better stuff that we ask for. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, if you gotta add of what makes other BZ games good, you gotta give it to where you actually give some more creativity of what this crazy, you know, lore has, and actually make it fun for everyone to play. And maybe you'll have the potential to make a really fun tower defense game again. So, I don't know. To me, they either have a chance of becoming a better game, or they have a chance to actually not make it as much good as it is. But I hope that doesn't happen though. I genuinely hope that maybe they have the potential to make it better, and other games for that matter. Is it the biggest rise? No, but is it a start of what could be a big rise? That will probably be left unanswered until we see further announcements or something like that. So yeah, for now, this question I just asked will probably be left unanswered. I'll give it a bit more of a chance knowing that I see that how much potential and better it's gotten with these updates. I'm not making this video just like to crap on, you know, 3. I really don't. I just don't think that it's not as great as, you know, how it is, like, you know? I just don't think it's that great to a modern game. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, everyone says, you know, the old stuffs are better, while the new stuffs are meh, or not that good. And that's kind of me with that, so. But I do believe that it will be better, and who knows, maybe there'll a brand new game of the PvZ one day, or something like that. Who knows when that'll happen, I don't know. That's gonna be it for today's video though. If you guys enjoy this though, be sure to like and subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye!